Good day. Welcome to the Schedule 4 of your service marketing class. And before moving ahead, as usual, we will look into the few key aspects or few key points which we discussed from our earlier sessions. Service design and service blueprint. Service design talks about two key things. One, customer expectation, and the other, service performance standard rendered by the service provider. So both combined together, creating a service which has a high quality, which meets the expectation of the customer as well as maintaining the service level or the service provided with utmost quality. And then service blueprint talks about the pathway or the journey map of a customer getting into a service organization, acquiring the service as expected by him, and what are the process there, the route map which he uses. We went through an example like your restaurant blueprint of the front end where the customer dines in or pro makes an order, and then that order moves to the back end where the chefs work on the preparation of food, the logistics, the packaging services, etc. So of all these things put up together, and how does the service journey flows from the service provider to the customer. So moving ahead, today's topic is about the application of technology to service activities. So today technology plays a vital role in all businesses. Even a small vendor is access to internet, and he tries to build his business through internet. So what are the different types of technology being used here? One is the hard technology. Hard technology talks about pure implementation of machinery stuffs and lessening the human inputs or the lessening the human resources. For example, your ATM machines where the customer can directly render the service of withdrawing cash from the ATM sources, not by waiting in long queues in banks to withdraw their cash from the bank. Soft technology here talks about the pre-planned system being used in restaurants or in services like your provided by KFCs, McDonald's, and all the other American fast foods, where all the orders are pre-plannedly supported based on the order numbers. All the ordered foods are being prepared, parceled, and being given to the customer. Whereas hybrid technology talks about the mixture of hard technology and the soft technology, and like your artificial intelligence, your big data services, robotics, and all the other engineering services. So how does technology play a vital role in the service organizations? The major impact is about it gives you easy accessibility of service. From a person who lives in Chennai can avail the services given by a service provider or service organization from a company in Bombay or Delhi. Internet-based companies plays a vital role in providing these services. New ways of delivery services. Your telecommunication as well as logistics has grown from a nascent stage to a galloping stage where all the things can be globally connected. So if you need a product from the say like from a country Dubai, you can avail the products from there. It gives you a close link with your customers, and there is a global search of services. So ஒரு கஸ்டமரா நீங்க உங்களுக்கு உங்களை சுத்தி இருக்க ப்ராடக்ட் சர்வீசஸ் அக்வயர் பண்ணாம wherever the services are the essential services which you need, can be acquired globally. And cost rationalization. Every customer wants to get a quality service at a reasonable cost. So a customer will think on the best services provided to him from various sources, and based on the reviews or the impacts or the experiences, the customer will rate the service of the service providers, and based on that they will think on the cost effective factors, and everything will be assigned. Topic is about service mapping, which is connected to a service blueprint. Remember, your service blueprint outline talked about your customer journey, front stage, where the employees interact with the customers, and there are something called as backstage operations, where there are operational employees. Those are the employees who are not visible to your direct customers. They work in the backend thing, and then the support services, all your system supports is done in your backend services. So each and every stage there are some separation. Those are called as service map. So service maps shows the process and structure of providing the service. It also enables the employees to understand and also deliver the customers the exact service needed by them. So service map talks about four important stages. The first stage, line of interaction. The second stage, line of visibility. And the third stage, line of internal interaction. And the last one, line of implementation. Line of interaction is the stage where the customer will have a direct engagement with the employees. They come and meet the employees with the exact service which is required by them. They put forth their requirements, and based on the requirements, the employee started the process or start the process. Where it moves to the next stage is called line of visibility, where the employees will see the work done by few employees, and there will be also another state where it will be the out of sight range from the customer. ஸோ எம்ப்ளாயிஸ் சில பேர் வந்துட்டு கஸ்டமருக்கு முன்னாடி வேலை செய்கிற சர்வீஸ் ரெண்டர் பண்ணுற மாதிரியும் இருக்கும், சில பேர் பேக் எண்டில் வேலை பார்க்குற மாதிரியும் இருக்கும். ஸோ அந்த பேக் எண்டில் ஒர்க் பண்ணுறவங்க ஸ்டேஜ் தான் லைன் ஆஃப் விசிபிலிட்டி. The next stage is your line of internal interaction, where the backend services done by the employees, the support staff or the support program systems which is being used, and also the management services. All the management services which is being used will be there in your line of interaction. And the last stage is your line of implementation, where all the information gathered is created as a service, and it will be implemented from the backstage, and it will be put forth to the customer. So end product or end service, or the exact service required by the customer will be put forth directly to him, and as soon as it will be put forth, it will be consumed by the customer. So this is called as service mapping. Remember the service blueprint example which I have given you. This is about a, a music competition being held, and all the process before the event starts, starting from your pre-registration, your registration to entry review, confirmation, and post-registration. So the four stages of the blueprint are your customer actions, your front stage actions, your back-end interactions, and your support processes. So physical evidences can be like your paper, website, posters, etc. Based on those poster things, customer come to know about the event. They ask few inquiries, they discuss with their bandmates, come to a point, ask any inquiries if they have, or queries if they have, and then they form their band and register for the event. They submit with a website or through online forms. Then that review comes to the backend services. As soon as the registration is received, they'll send a confirmation mail. That confirmation mail will be received by the customer, and after registering those events, they will put forth or spread by word to other participants about the event. With the help of your friend desk, they'll come across to know about the guidelines and instructions and how the event is going to happen. And on the day of after your post registration, all your any post related queries or any updates about the event, the final list will be prepared by the backend services, and at last your registration will be closed and the event will start as soon as possible. For the other example with that we saw about the overnight night stay of a customer have to spend a night in a hotel. What is the exact process? What are the evidences from your card for bags, from your reception to paper, lobby, keys of room, or the amenities, food, if any, etc. And what is your customer actions, and then the front stage actions, your back end actions, and the support stuff, or the system related support which can be provided. So all these four steps denotes your service mapping. So service mapping is a process to show the structure of how the service is being provided to the customer. While talking about service layout, the other most important factor is sorry. So while talking about service blueprint, the other most important factor is something called as service layout. So service layout is nothing but the exact plan of how we're going to deliver your service. So though they are of three types. One is process layout. So process layout talks about the arrangement of the services which is being set up in front of a customer. There'll be different stages where each and every checkout the service will be rendered properly. I've given you an example of process layout for add passengers where there's an entrance, and as soon as the entrance there's a passport check, a passport control there, a waiting room, and then a ticket check, again a waiting room, security check, and then you depart. Another example can be like a booking tickets in the theater where there might be a different counter for different ranges of price, and as soon as you book a ticket, and based on the price there'll be different entry points for the different prices you acquired, and based on your price levels there'll be seats which we have to take up. So this is something called as process layout. ஸோ ஒரு ஸ்டேஜ்லேயும் உங்களுக்கு ஏற்ற மாதிரி ஒரு வெரிஃபிகேஷன் நடக்கும், உங்களுக்கு தேவையான விஷயங்கள் சர்வீஸ் ரெண்டர் பண்ணுவாங்க, அண்ட் ஃபைனலி யூ வில் அவைல் த சர்வீஸ். The next type is something called as product layout. So product layout talks about exact product or an individual product where example like men's clothing or women's clothing, exclusive men's clothing is an example for your product layout where all your outfits related to men will be available in that store. So exactly that product which is available, it is for a particular gender. It need not be for a unisex. So only a specific type of customers can avail the product services there in the service layout. Whereas a group layout is a stage where different kinds of products will be laid out in a particular area. Example can be a group layout for an highway restaurant where there'll be a counter there, a coffee stall, a salad stall, a snack stall, a sandwiches, desserts, a lunch, different stalls. Recent times you would have heard about OMR Food Street where you will have different varieties of food available in a single place. So OMR Food Street is the best example for group layout. So while finishing up your service layout, I would just want to add like your service blueprint coming up with your service layout will enable the customer to acquire the exact service needed by the customer. So with this, I'll end my first session. Catch you in the next session.